Hello and welcome. By joining me here, you have decided to come with me on my robots and empire journey. And in this particular episode, we made it like 20 more pages in, but we don't even have to go that far to get to what I want to talk about next because it was just like 10 pages past where we were before. There is a romance in this book. Also, this book is written crazy. All right, so we've got I don't even know how to explain the like table of contents. So let me find it first. We have parts, and then we have chapters, okay? You with me so far? Parts, chapters, and then we have sub-chapters within the chapters. How ridiculous it is. It's like I'm reading a textbook or something, man. So this is where we left off before. Was Gladia was on a spaceship talking to the robot, and they were having yet another conversation about the three laws of robotics or whatever. And I'm just kind of like eyes glazing over. But a couple of pages over, Gladia is meeting Elijah Bailey, who is, well, they've only met once before, but now they're getting ready to do the funky tango with each other, the horizontal limbo, if you know what I mean. And this is all from the backdrop of her great grandson or something is like, please tell me that my great grandfather was not Elijah Bailey, the Earthman. And so she immediately flashes back to when she got freaky with Elijah Bailey, the Earthman, and got pregnant. At least that's what's being implied, even though she tells him that no, he's not your great, 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 whatever. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a lot of context. But, like, you just gotta read this. Like, this is supposed to be like two people who are about to have a romantic interlude, right? She's like, I wrote letters, but I didn't mail a single one. Having written them, I destroyed them. But why? Because, Elijah, no private letter can be sent from Aurora to Earth without blah 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 blah. And I'm glad you never tried to write me a letter because you would have misunderstood my never answering your letters. How did I see you now? Not legally, I assure you. Like, they just keep going like this. Who talks like this? Who talks like this? This is not how human beings talk. I realize these are future space people and all that, but there is more warmth and understanding from the way that George Lucas directed the romance in the Clone Wars than there is in this whole section. Like you just take that scene of like Anakin and Padme and they're being like super awkward sitting in the field or whatever. That is way more romantic than this, and that is not a particularly romantic bit. That's like two people who don't understand human emotions sitting there trying to have human emotions. This is like in fact, the robots seem more human than these people do, which maybe that's a trope or something. I don't know. Oh boy, I just turned 50. 50's not for an Earthman. It's old. We're short-lived, you know. Even for an Earthman, 50 is not old. You haven't changed. It's kind of you to say, but I can tell where the creeks have multiplied. Claudia, yes, Elijah. I must ask, have you and Santir Scrimionis? He is my husband. I took your advice. What about your wife? So not only are these two people who are like acting like soulless robots who use way too many words about nothing, like none of this stuff that they're talking about needs to be written here. None of this. You could have ripped most of this text out and the book would have flowed just fine, at least so far. Maybe some factoid in here is super important later on in this book. I don't know. I got like 5,000 pages left to go. But so far, none of this seems important. Except they got freaky. So I don't know why we flashed back here when we could have just had a thought bubble. Yes, I got freaky with him. No, no, grandchild, I did not get freaky with that man. You know, like to say we're languidly paced is not correct. We're glacial, man. So yeah, so these two people, who one of them is our main character, the other is the person who like set all this stuff in motion along with his robots. See, Bailey right there. These are supposed to be two important people who we should probably be looking up to, and now they're about to commit adultery together. Just being completely, if not immoral, completely amoral, completely unfeeling about their partners. Like, okay, I get it. Gladi is like a weird space zombie or something. Like, okay, maybe she does not understand human emotions, but Elijah Bailey's like from Earth, and they're still kind of normal people. So I don't know. It just seems weird. It rings completely hollow. There is no joy in this book so far. Join me next time. We'll make it like 10 more pages in. You can see where I'm at reading right now. So I'm going to digest up to where I'm at, which is a few pages after what we were just talking about. And maybe I'll have something else to say. I don't know. But thank you for joining me on my Robots and Empire journey. This hurts.